Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about Springfield, Tennessee. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different details of the town, and more than anything, why I think it's so great. So Springfield is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated towns in the area, and more than anything, I think is one of the most misunderstood towns in the area. So I just want to go over a few things, and more than anything, just go over some reasons why I think Springfield is not only a great town now, but has the potential to be a fantastic town down the road. One of the things that I wanted to go over a little bit is talk about its history. Okay, so Springfield has an amazing history, guys. So it was actually first initiated in 1798, and then it became an incorporated city in 1819, and it has really flourished since then. And you could tell it has this beautiful historic district, and it just really has some great buildings and great just really old buildings that have kept its look, kept that really old timey feel to it, that downtown square look that you love in certain towns. So I really think that's pretty great about it. All right, guys. So one of the main reasons why I think a lot of people move to Springfield is first on our list. That's cost of living. So it's definitely one reason a lot of people move here, but sometimes there's a lot of other reasons why people stay. So it is about 7.5% less than the national average, and quite a bit less than the state of Tennessee. So that is one of the biggest things that people like about it, but it's not just the regular cost of living, it's cost of housing. So cost of housing in Springfield is 20% less than the national average, and that's quite a bit, guys. So there are obviously some areas like LA, New York, that kind of thing, that are bringing everything up, but a lot of other areas bring it down, because like even in White House is 100, it's like 3% above the national average. So I mean, it's just something to think about. If you're looking for a little bit more bang for your buck, Springfield might be where it's at. And since we're talking about cost of housing and everything, let's look at some of these houses in the area. So we're going to be looking at a couple in a few different price ranges, okay? So check out this one right here. It's at for $285,000. This is a cute house. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1171 square foot, and it is built in 2021. All right, so here's another one at $400,000. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1541 square foot, and it's a fully renovated property, but it was built in 1971. But the kicker is, on this one, it actually has a 1.27 acres, so a little over an acre. So that's pretty nice. All right, so let's step it up to $500,000. Here's a new construction. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, a little over 2,000 square foot, and this one's on 2 acres as well. All right, so we're also going to look at the $600,000 range, and this one's really nice. I've looked at this one personally. Actually, I have a video of the house next door to this one. The one on Scotland Estates. So this is a 3-bed, 2.5-bath, 2,400 square foot, and it's on an acre. All right, guys. So just because we're doing this for fun purposes, let's check out what a $1 million home looks like in Springfield. All right. So here's one. It's a 3-bed, 5-bath, 4,756 square foot on a little under half an acre. And this one was built in 2007. This one is pretty beautiful. But that's just a little bit, kind of fun, just giving you an idea of what you can get in the area. And I think Springfield is a really good area. You can be able to get obviously a $1 million home, but you can also get a pretty decent home at a pretty decent price. So if that's either way you're looking, if you are interested, you need some help, please give me a call. Alright guys, so if you could like and subscribe to my channel, I'm putting out videos each and every week for you. So if you could, smash that like button. Alright guys, so next on the list is the schools. Okay, so Springfield is not just one school. If you're in the middle of town, that is a different school zone than if you're on the outskirts. So keep that in mind. But if you're in the middle of town, let's just start with that. The schools are rated according to greatschools.org. This is not my list, but the elementary and high school are rated 3 out of 10, and the middle school is 5 out of 10. Okay, so sometimes those can be objective. I would do your research, try to figure out if it's the right school for you, but just don't go with somebody's score that they got online. You know what I mean? If you're going towards Greenbrier, part of Springfield is the Greenbrier school zones. And they are 6 out of 10 when it comes to the schools. If you are on the north side, a lot of times you'll be in East Robertson, or the east side you'll be in East Robertson and as well, and that are around the 4 out of 10 mark. And then on the opposite side towards White House, you're around the 7 out of 10. So, I mean, it just really depends on what area you're at as far as your schools and everything. And also, Springfield actually does have a fantastic private school in the area. It's the highest ranked school in the county, South Haven, and they are great. It's a Christian school, of course, a lot of these private schools are, and the tuition is $6,000 per year. So it's a little bit lower price than a lot of other private schools in the area. So I hear a lot of good things about this school. I've heard a few people that have gone there, or their kids have gone there, and they really like it. So something to think about. All right, so number 3 on the list, a lot of people need to think about is Springfield is a different type of town, guys. I mean, it really is. I mean, it reminds me of a big city, but a small town. Okay, so Springfield is really a sectional type of town. So you have the downtown area of Springfield where they have the historic district. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is beautiful. And then they have their square, and that's where all the really nice restaurants and a lot of architecture and everything is just gorgeous. And then they have a lot of different events down there. And then they have so many homes that are 100, 200 years old that are still beautiful, still well maintained. And I really love that area. All right, or you can also go to Greenbrier area, and that is where all the lot of cul-de-sacs, a lot of neighborhoods are getting popped up here and there, and they are really nice neighborhoods, guys. So I mean, you have a few different neighborhoods in that area. Also, another place, another area that has really good neighborhoods, probably the best neighborhoods in the town, is anything close to the Legacy Golf Course. So you go up going towards, it's really like on the way to White House basically from Springfield, and they have Legacy Golf Course. It's off of Legacy Drive, and they have a couple of different neighborhoods around there, and they are beautiful. A lot of these homes are like, I mean, people are riding golf carts and all this stuff, guys. So I mean, it's kind of cool. So anyway, people really love that area. Or if you are more into the rural, you want to be able to have live out in the country and everything, Springfield's got that too, baby. So you go up north, you go towards Cross Plains, and all these houses, you have like tons of acreage, tons of land. I just a couple years ago I sold a property up this way that was like on 8 acres and just gorgeous. And there's a lot of properties out there like that. So it's definitely something that you can look into if you're looking for that and you're still in Springfield. So I mean, there's a lot of different areas of Springfield. I always thought it was kind of cool because it just depends on what area you want to be in. It's a different type of town. All right, number 5 on the list has got to be the parks, guys. So a few years ago, when my kids were a lot younger, I lived in Springfield, and we went to the parks all the time. They really have some beautiful parks out here. And then not only parks, but they have really nice greenways. So they have a 4-mile greenway out here, and it goes throughout the business district, throughout the historic district, all the way through the parks and everything. So, I mean, it's pretty great. Okay, so first off, I would say Garner Park is fantastic, especially if you have little little ones, and it's also if you have dogs, because they actually have a dog park out there, and they have these picnic tables and everything. And I will tell you, it is one of the coolest playground I've ever seen. So it's almost like a castle type playground. You can see pics right now. It's like a castle type playground, and the kids get to do all kinds of activities and everything, all kinds of climbing. It's just tons of fun. By the time my kids were done, they were exhausted. They were ready for bed. It was great for me. So I love it out there. So we still go out there every once in a while, actually. But another park I think y'all might really like is the J. Travis Park. So this park is pretty awesome. They have a picnic area, and then they also have a good spot for, I think it's a catch and release pond that is huge. It's a huge pond. It's probably a couple of acres at least, and they do have catfish. They have like everything you want, and then and they have some spots where you can actually feed the ducks, which the ducks are everywhere because everyone feeds them. They're gonna just like me. You got your food out, you're gonna eat. But anyway, they are. It's pretty great, and then they also have an actual playground area, which I think is pretty cool. The kids love it, swings and everything, but it's just a cool spot. But one of the coolest things about this is they have this, I don't really know, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot of the details of this old house, but they have this old tiny log cabin out here, and it is absolutely one of the coolest places ever. So it is a couple hundred years old. It's one of the originals of the city. So if anyone does know anything about that small tiny cabin, please feel free to reach out to me so I can get some more info, because I don't really know much about it. All right, so Springfield has another park, believe it or not. It's the Martin Luther King Jr. Park, and this one is beautiful too. It's a really great park. It's not huge like some of the other ones, but it's pretty great. And also, one of the best things about this park, though, is the fact that it has a splash pad. That they put that in a couple years ago, and it's been a hit for everyone local. Everybody loves this park. Mostly the kids, obviously, but we have a lot of fun. Everyone loves it out here. I think y'all would enjoy it. All right, number 6. I know I'm talking about kids a lot, but I'm a dad. I got my kids. I'm sure you understand. That's kind of what I think about. Okay, so number 6 is activities for kids. There's a lot of stuff you can do down here. It's pretty cool. So there's a lot of different activities, a lot of different there's some ballet studios. There's a lot of different martial arts schools like Joey Brassel's. There is also quite a few sports leagues that the city puts out. A lot of basketball and that kind of thing. And then also they do have a YMCA here that's pretty nice. Not only is it YMCA, it's also one of those YMCAs that has a pool outside. So that's definitely an activity you can do during the summertime. If you want to join, you have free access to the pool too. So something to think about. But the main reason why I'm talking about the YMCA is because they also have sports leagues for kids. They have basketball programs, soccer programs, and everything. Just to let y'all know, I know nothing about soccer. However, somehow I end up having to be my kid's soccer coach a couple years ago. It was a disaster, but don't ask me about it. It was awful. Anyway, all right, so another cool thing they have is Honeysuckle Hill Farms. So this place is awesome. It has a corn maze. It has all kinds of activities for outdoor type activities and everything. So if you like the country area, if you like dealing with animals and that kind of thing, it is pretty awesome. The kids love it. They always have a good time. They have flower patches. They have pumpkin patches, all this stuff down here every year. And it's one of the bigger things that a lot of people like doing in this area. All right, another cool place that I think a lot of people like is the Willow Oak Center for Art and Learning. So this place is obviously it's an art studio, and they do a lot of different events. They do a lot of different just type of programs for kids, for adults, everything. So you can go from painting to sculpting to everything, anything you want. So definitely something to check out. All right, number 7 on the list is things to do. I mean, you live in a country town. You don't want to go to Nashville all the time. You want to find something local to do, right? So I got you covered, guys. So one of the first things that I think stands out more than anything is their summer concert series. So they definitely have it's a summer and fall concert series. It's the first Friday every June until October. So I think that is pretty great. And they also have a Friday nights movies, like an outdoor movie thing that they have every third Friday from June to September, I believe. And everyone loves it. They have some good movies. They have some good bands, that kind of thing. I mean, it's pretty great. So something especially if you just want to get out and about, but you don't really want to go to a big city in Nashville to do something. I think it's pretty fun. So they also have, obviously, they have their Freedom Fest and that kind of thing for 4th of July. And they have a lot of different venues, a lot of different things. All right, one last thing that a lot of people have been talking about lately is the movie theater. Okay, so 1939, Capitol Theater was built in downtown Springfield. And it was a staple, okay, guys? I mean, everyone, obviously back in the 40s, that was like the thing. And it was a theater for a very long time, was Capitol, and then it turned Carmike, and it was Carmike for a long time, for about 30 years, and then it got switched over to AMC. So AMC, they only had it for about a year and a half, and they shut it down. And it's been vacant for the last few years. For at least 6 or 7 years, it's been vacant. But pretty cool, a local businessman, a local investor just recently purchased it, and they're refurbishing it right now, and they're turning it into a performance arts center. So I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be pretty soon they're going to be putting that together. And also another thing, if you're into movies and stuff, you're like, hey, I don't want to see someone sing and dance. I want to see a movie. We got you covered on that too. So just recently, a lot of people got really upset and everything that Franklin Drive-In Theater in Franklin, Kentucky got bought out and shut down. So there is a local guy down here that they have committed. They are building a drive-in movie theater here in Springfield, and it should be open by sometime next year. All right, so you knew I wasn't going to leave you without talking about food, right? All right, number 8, we're going to talk about the eats. All right, so first on the list of that has got to be the Depot. So the Depot is an American bar and grill. They have the most fantastic steaks around, and tell you what, they got a really cool establishment too. So the Depot is one of these places that it's been around for a few years, but the actual building has a deep history. It used to be a grocery store back in the heyday. It's been since the 30s, and it's just a really cool spot. They have a really good outdoor area that you can eat your food to, and they have some just a lot of different types of food there too, but it's mostly American, mostly like you get some really good steaks, that kind of thing, and definitely somewhere that you guys should check out. All right, next up we got Torino's. Okay, so Torino's, I'll be honest, doesn't look the most amazing restaurant on the outside, but like your mama said, it was what the inside that counts, right? So this place is so cool. So this has some of the best pizza you can possibly get. It has a really, really good pasta as well. So if you're looking for some really good Italian, this is definitely the spot to go. All right, next on the list is a Springfield original. It's the Catfish House. So the Catfish House, they also have one in Clarksville. It is a great seafood restaurant. It's been around for years and years. It's such a cool looking place, and it's just a great environment, great food. Of course, you have a fantastic catfish, but they have everything when it comes to seafood. I tell you what, they have some of the best seafood around. If you're in the area and you love seafood, Catfish House, where it's at. All right, so next on the list is one of the newer ones. It's BS Brew Works. So this place is it's been around for a couple years now, and they have fantastic craft beers. They have really good like bar food and just a really cool environment. So if you're looking for like a sports bar environment, this is definitely the place you need to go to. All right, so last on the list is Etta Ray's here in the downtown district of Springfield, and it is fantastic. I gotta say, so this place is more of the higher end type, but it's a fantastic place for like a good date night and everything. And you don't want to go to Nashville, this is 100% the place to go. Okay, so this is a higher end, like kind of a southern traditional type food, but it's really, really good, guys. Super good food. Really amazing environment, and they have music and everything every once in a while, and it's just a really cool place. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it when it comes to me giving you some info on Springfield. If you have any kind of questions, please feel free to just give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. I'd help you out any way I want, and on to the next one. See you later.